friends, this is Mr. Vipul Sonsare. Once again, welcome you in our new video lecture. Today we are going to see a new topic related to the pharmacognosy, that is stomata. So we'll see the different types of stomata, what the basic structure of stomata, and the examples of a drug where the particular type of stomata is found. This topic is very much important as per the competitive examinations like a GPAT. So we will first of all see what is the basic structure of a stomata. So the stomata are the specialized type of structures found in the plant, and the stomata contain the two kidney shaped cells, that is guard cells. So here you can see in diagram the two kidney shaped cells, and these cells are nothing but a guard cells, and these guard cells are surrounded by other different cells, and these are known as the subsidiary cells. The guard cells are surrounded by other specialized cells which are known as the subsidiary cells. So these are the guard cells, two kidney shaped cells, and these all are the subsidiary cells which surround the guard cells. Now, what is the function of the stomata? Stomata perform the basic function in the plants, that is exchange of gases. Due to the opening of these guard cells, the opening and closing of these guard cells results in the exchange of a gas. So these are very much important for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide in a plant. Also, the other important function performed by the stomata, that is transpiration. So the transpiration, that is water loss from the plant, is again important function of the stomata. So these are the two different functions performed by the stomata. Now the stomata, where the stomata are present, the stomata are present in leaves of all plants. So all plant leaves contain the stomata, which is responsible for the exchange of gases. Next, these stomata are also found in the stem of some plant, for example ephedra and tinospora, which contain the stomata in the stem. Then the stomata are also found in the fruits like fennel fruits, then also found in the flower birds like cloves, and these all are present in the leaves of all plant. Now, in addition to the guard cells and subsidiary cells, the guard cells contain the chlorophyll in their structure. So this guard cell contains the chlorophyll, like that. This guard cell contains the chlorophyll, which is found in the leaves. So this is the general structure of a stomata, you can see, which contain the two kidney shaped cells, that is guard cells, and these guard cells are surrounded by a specialized cells known as the subsidiary cells. Now based on the arrangement of these guard cells and subsidiary cells, stomata are of different types. Based on the arrangement of a guard cells and subsidiary cells, stomata is divided into the different types. So first type of stomata, that is parasitic stomata. Now what is this parasitic stomata? We have studied the basic structure of a stomata, that is guard cells and subsidiary cells. In parasitic stomata, the guard cells are parallel to the subsidiary cells. So here you can see these are the two kidney shaped cells, that is guard cells, and these guard cells are parallel to the subsidiary cells. So here you can see the subsidiary cells are parallelly arranged with the guard cells. You can easily understand this on the diagram. You can see here the parallel arrangement of the guard cells and subsidiary cells. Here you can see these guard cells are parallel with that of subsidiary cells. So this stomata is also known as rubiaceous stomata, and this such a parasitic stomata is found in two different plants. So first is a coca and second is a senna. Senna, you must know that senna contain the anthraquinone glycosides, and it is obtained from the Cassia angustifolia and Cassia equidifolia. So the senna leaves contain such a parasitic stomata, where the subsidiary cells are parallelly arranged with that of guard cells. Now next type of stomata is a diacetic stomata. We have studied the parasitic stomata, and second type is a diacetic stomata. These diacetic stomata are totally opposite to that of parasitic stomata. So we'll see the arrangement of the guard cells and subsidiary cells. So these are the two kidney shaped cells, that is guard cells, and the paras, that is subsidiary cells, are arranged in perpendicular to the guard cells. You can see here the arrangement of a stomata. That is that is the subsidiary cells are perpendicular to the guard cells. So this is known as a diacetic stomata. In parasitic stomata, the subsidiary cells are parallel with the guard cells, whereas in diacetic stomata, the subsidiary cells are perpendicular with the guard cells. That is totally opposite. So this diacetic stomata is also known as a caryophyllaceous stomata. Caryophyllaceous stomata, and found in the two different plants, that is of family Labiatae and Acanthaceae. The plants having family Labiatae and Acanthaceae, such plants contain such a diacetic stomata where the subsidiary cells are perpendicular to the guard cells. So examples of a plant having family Acanthaceae, that is Vasaka, you know very well, that is Adathoda Vasaka, belonging to family Acanthaceae, contain the alkaloids like vasaicin, and other plants which having family Labiatae, that is spearmint, peppermint, both contain the volatile oil. So the spearmint, peppermint having family Labiatae also contains such a diacetic stomata, where the subsidiary cells are perpendicular to the guard cells. Now third type of stomata, that is anisocytic stomata. So we have studied parasitic and diacetic stomata. Now third type is the anisocytic stomata. Now in anisocytic stomata, the guard cells, that is two kidney shaped cells, these guard cells are surrounded by three different subsidiary cells. Only three subsidiary cells are there which surround these guard cells. You can see here these guard cells are surrounded by three different subsidiary cells. So these are the two kidney shaped cells, that is guard cells, and these are the subsidiary cells which surround these guard cells. So this anisocytic stomata is also known as a cruciferous stomata. Most important thing for as per your competitive examinations. This anisocytic stomata is also known as a cruciferous stomata, and these are found in the plants containing the indole type of alkaloids, that is vinca. So vinca plants contain the indole alkaloids, and this vinca having biological source, that is Catranthus roseus, belonging to family Apocynaceae, and this vinca contains the indole alkaloids like vincristine and vinblastine, which is having anti-cancer activity. So these vinca plants, that is leaves of these vinca plants, contain such an anisocytic stomata where the guard cells are surrounded by three different subsidiary cells. Other examples are the plant containing the tropin alkaloids like a belladonna, datura, stramonium. All three plants contain the tropin alkaloids, the alkaloids containing tropin ring in their structure, and such plants also shows the presence of anisocytic stomata where the guard cells are surrounded by three different subsidiary cells. Now fourth type of stomata, that is anomocytic stomata. So this anomocytic stomata is also known as the ranunculaceous stomata. Now just see the arrangement of a subsidiary cells. So here the two kidney shaped guard cells are surrounded by the subsidiary cells which are irregular. The subsidiary cells are irregular in shape. So here you can see the all subsidiary cells are irregular in shape. The subsidiary cells are irregular, that is ranunculaceous stomata or anomocytic stomata. So these are the subsidiary cells. You can see all subsidiary cells are irregular. They don't have specific shape. and these are the two kidney shaped guard cells. So this Anomalocytic Stomata is also known as Ranunculus Stomata, as I told earlier, and this Anomalocytic Stomata is found in three different plants. So first is Digitalis, second is Lobelia, and third is Buchu. These three different plants contain such a Anomalocytic Stomata. Now last type of stomata, that is Actinocytic Stomata. This Actinocytic Stomata is somewhat special type of stomata. You can see here the arrangement of subsidiary cells. So these are the two different guard cells, and these guard cells are surrounded by a subsidiary cells. But the arrangement of these subsidiary cells is radial. So you can see here the guard cells are surrounded by a subsidiary cells, and the subsidiary cells are radially arranged around the guard cells. You can see here the radial arrangement of subsidiary cells around the two kidney shaped guard cells. So this is your actinocytic stomata, where the subsidiary cells are radially arranged around the guard cells. And one example of a plant, that is Buchania lazan spring. In Marathi it is known as a charodi. This charodi plant contains such an actinocytic stomata, where the guard cells are surrounded by subsidiary cells, and the arrangement of the subsidiary cells are radial arrangement. So radial arrangement of subsidiary cells around the guard cells. So these are all are the different types of stomata. We have studied the different types of stomata and the arrangement of subsidiary cells. Then examples of each type of stomata is very much important as per the competitive examinations like a GPAT. So you have to focus on the examples of a plant where the particular type of stomata is found. These questions may ask in your GPAT examination.